our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you with us today. We have a studio audience, a terrific one, too, I might add, divided into 3 sections, blue, yellow, and red, each one rooting for one of our celebrity couples, and they're going to win the money every time our couples win some. Would you like to meet our couples? They're terrific. Let's meet them, shall we? First, on my left, you've all seen her for a long time on Gunsmoke. She's terrific, and we love her. Amanda Blake and her husband, Frank Gilbert. It's nice to have you with us today, rookies. You're rookies.
Thank you so much.
Here we go. Next to Amanda and Frank is Marcy Lafferty and her husband, Bill Shatner. Marcy, you look lovely.
Thank you.
Do you know that from where I'm standing, I can't see the top of your... do you have something?
I really do.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Would you mind finishing that sentence, please?
Oh, you couldn't...
You can't see the top of her what?
Never mind, Bill. When you come out, you'll find out. It's nice to have you with us, too, of course. And next to Marcy and Bill is, there she is, Blondie, Elaine Joyce and her husband, Bobby Van. And, of course, it's nice to have you with us, too.
Well, thank you very much.
I say that, but I really do mean it. It is. We're having a good time, too.
Yeah, hiya.
And, Bobby, you were terrific in Vegas, if I didn't say that already.
Yes, you did, but thank you again.
Saw Bobby at the Riviera, and he was wonderful.
Thank you.
Dances like the wind.
Yeah.
Sings. I'm going to stop building you up. You know that?
Yes.
Okay, it's time for a Tattletale Quickie. That's how we're going to start things
Okay.
off today, and I'm going to reach for it right now. Here goes my hand right into the... Okay, fellas, ready to go? This is it. Each correct answer is worth $100 for your rooting section, as you know. Men, when they talk among themselves, who do you think are more frank and open about their sex lives, men or women? Interesting question. When they talk among themselves, who do you think are more frank and open about their sex lives, men or women? Some fella just yelled out an answer from the audience, but fellas, don't you give us the answer, because we'll find out in just a minute from you. Bye. The blue section is yelling, men, men. Is that a request, or is that what you think the answer is? What do you think, Amanda? What's Frank going to say?
I'm sure he won't say anything.
He'll be totally non-committal, is that it?
Right.
Well, nevertheless...
I think he'll say nothing, too.
Well, of course, everything is so different nowadays. You know, women are being liberated. It's a problem. The Frank is square. And he's a super cube. I think he'll probably say men, yeah.
You think he'll say men?
Yeah, he'll say men.
The blue section agrees. You think it'll be men?
I think it'll be men.
Men are more open when talking about their sex lives.
Yeah.
Really? Gee, that is kind of a reversal. Okay, let's bring on Frank, see what he thinks.
Oh.
Frank?
Hello.
What do you think about that, Frank? Men or women are more open when discussing their sex lives with each other?
Well,
Nothing.
What was that?
Who said that? Actually, this is one thing that I know I'm well qualified to answer.
Yes, okay.
Hot damn. But you know, men have a tendency to be, I think, probably maybe a little more on the braggadocio side. I'll go with men.
That's what she said, and you're right. Interesting, you know, that you said the word braggadocio. That's not on my card. It just says open and honest is what I have on here. Thanks, Frank. You're right.
You got a new road to go.
Okay, thank you. Marcy.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not going to find out now. What's Bill going to say?
Well, I think he'll probably say women, because I think men are more concerned with an image sometimes. I think women.
You think women are more open?
Yes.
And about their sex? Frank and open is what you think?
I think so.
All right. Let's see if Bill agrees with you. Bill?
Yes.
Now, who do you think is more frank and open when discussing this?
I need a little clarification. Do you want my opinion of whether women are men, my opinion of whether Marcy is, or Marcy's opinion whether men or women are?
Now, I need a little clarification.
I don't know what I
What was
said.
it you just said?
Say good night, Gracie.
No, yes. What I want to know is what you think. Who you think is the most
I see.
open and frank
Okay.
when discussing this. Now, Marcy has had to try and guess
Right.
what you think.
Oh, in
you-
that case, she said women are.
That's what you said, and you're right. See? You didn't need any clarification at all. Wasn't that easy?
That's total obfuscation.
Yes, that too. Nevertheless, moving right along. Thank you, Bill. Elaine,
Oh,
what's Bobby going to say?
I really have no idea what he's going to say. I would have to take a guess.
Well, then why don't you do that?
Now?
Yeah, I think now would be as good a time as any, don't you? Elaine?
Can we wait a half an hour or
No,
so?
let's do it now. What the heck?
Okay, Bobby will say that men are more frank and open about their... He won't? Yes, he will.
Why? Why would
do
Bobby
I
say?
always get stuck?
Well, because I
be-
thought it'd be interesting to know.
Well, women prevaricate a lot.
Yes, right.
And there's another word that Frank can use.
Yes.
And,
But they're just not honest about it. Is that
yeah,
it?
you know, you kind
I
of...
understand. Okay, you're going to say Bobby's
What
going
was that great movie, The Chapman Report? That was it.
That's it. Okay, let's go now. You're going to say Bobby's going to say men.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring on Bobby. Okay, Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the answer now?
What was the question?
What
I
was the
forgot.
question? The question was, who's more open and frank among themselves when talking about their sex lives?
Well, I don't know. I would say, geez, that's a hard question to answer. I would venture a guess and say that I think men are.
That's what Elaine said, and you ventured a guess, and you were correct. Thank you, Bobby. Okay. At this point, Amanda, Frank, Marcy, Bill, Elaine, and Bobby all have $100 apiece. Time, game. See you remember? For more of Tattletales after this message for you. Please come back with us. This time, it is story time. Little story question here, fellas.
Goody.
You know what happens now? I ask the ladies a question.
Yeah.
One of them's going to get press that red button first, and we'll
Watch
come
that
at you with
red
a clue in just a minute. Goodbye, fellas. See you in a minute. Goodbye. There they go. All right, ladies, ready to go? Hands upon the table when you play the game. Here is the first question. The tension mounts. 6 pairs of eyes. Here it is. An incident involving a camera. Marcy.
This was really funny. Bill does a lot of his own stunts, and he was making a movie involving an airplane, and he had to jump out of the window, and it wasn't too high off the ground, but it looked very real, and his mother called him that night, and she's always telling him to be careful about his health, you know, take care of your health, dear, always take care of your health. And she said, what'd you do today? And he said, well, Mom, I filmed a movie, and I had to jump out of an airplane. And, you know, he was putting her on, really. And she was chatting away. She said, oh, how high was the jump? He said, 37,000 feet. She said, well, please be careful of your health, dear.
Well, you have to be careful if you're jumping out at 37,000 feet.
Well, the movie was The Horror of 37,000 feet. So she was just, you know.
Just checking up, be
Right.
sure. Wear your overcoat. And,
So-
okay, we need a clue now that Bill's going to recognize an incident involving a camera.
Chicken soup.
Never mind. She's considering it, Elaine.
Stunned.
Stunt. An incident involving a camera, and stunt will be the clue.
stunt.
Okay, that's one word. That's worth $100 to your rooting section. Let's bring on the fellas. Gentlemen, we have asked a question and we have a clue, and here is the question first. An incident involving a camera. Okay? The clue is stunt. Bill. All right, Bill.
Hey, you won't believe that, but I pressed the button myself. I did it.
That's
I'm a
terrific.
stunt man. Stunt. Oh, yes. You want
Yes.
the story?
Tell us
Well,
something.
Are you there, Bill?
Well, right. That was the. I used to do I do a lot of my own stunts.
Wait, I tell you what we'll do. We'll start
But
over.
I
Bill,
don't
you're
speak.
up.
I don't speak. I just do stunts. And my mother was very concerned over my health.
Yes.
And she said,
Okay, moving right along. It's time. No.
I would have loved. I never heard the story.
What?
Gee, that sounds like a great story I didn't hear.
it'll improve the
My
ratings.
mother went bing, and that's it. I went.
Well,
What is that?
we knew where he was going. We already gave him the money. We know
Give
what
us
you're
a chance back here.
Oh, no, that's it.
Watch the show.
It's
Yeah.
time for a quickie now, and if we can get them to shut up, we'll do it. As a matter of fact. All right, Van, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go,
Yes.
fellas. This question is to you. It is a quickie. Men,
Yes.
you go to an antique store. The salesman quotes too high a price for something you want. Who is more willing to haggle, you or your wife? One of our ladies is breaking up a lot up here. In fact, a couple of the fellas are too. You go to an antique store, the salesman quotes too high a price for something you want. Who's more willing to haggle, you or your wife? Think about that, fellas, and we're coming right back shortly. All right, Amanda, you're in the shop. The guy wants too much
I never
money.
get any time to think, you know.
Well, you can take it now.
I'll go first.
I'll sing a song. Oh, that tolerant. You go ahead and think.
Okay,
Don't encourage me.
I thought. Well,
That makes you
fast.
think quick, doesn't it?
Okay, I'll tell you. Frank is cheap.
That's a good thought.
He
Frank?
is so tight,
Old
really.
Frank is a little tight with the buck,
Yeah,
huh?
he really is, and he'll just, you know, really worry about pennies. He's really penny wise and pound foolish.
So he would do the
He
haggling.
would do the haggling.
Okay. So the answer is Frank is.
Yeah.
You or your wife, and he'll say me.
Mm-hmm.
Or he'll say me, meaning Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Not me, meaning
Yeah.
me. He'll
Because
mean,
he's frank and open.
That's Frank and open.
Yes.
Oh, what was the other question? All right, let's bring on Frank. Frank, who's going to do the haggling in the antique store? You or Amanda?
You know, Bert, I'm really sorry that you asked that.
Oh. Got a feeling I'm going to be sorry, too.
Well, you know, Amanda has kept me broke practically ever since we got married. She's a pigeon. And I think that probably I question the price a little more than
That's
she does.
what she said. You're right. You gave the blue section a couple of anxious moments there, Frank, but it ended up fine. You're absolutely
doing
right.
all right.
Thank you, Frank. Okay, Marcy, what's Bill going to say?
Bill.
He's going to say he is.
That's right.
That's it. No
Yeah, that's
question
no
about
question.
it. Is he tight, too, with the money?
Well, we won't say that.
We won't say that.
I'll say that he'll argue with
Okay, let's bring on El Cheapo. I mean, let's bring on... Hello, Bill.
Hi there.
Who's going to haggle over the price? Thank you, Bill. Okay, Elaine, what's Bobby going to say?
Oh, listen, this is a piece of cake.
It is?
Yes, it is.
I thought it was an
because
antique.
You think they're El Cheapo. You are looking at El Cheapo.
Oh.
No, it's just that I always have to haggle over the price or something like that, especially in a little shop, you know. I mean, it's just something you do because they overprice everything as far as
Right.
I'm... Anyway, now, they'll never let me in now, right? Definitely, Bobby will say me.
He'll say you. He
Yeah.
doesn't haggle at all, right? You're
no,
the one.
No, not at all.
Okay.
He'll say you want a little more. Really, it's unbelievable.
Okay, let's bring on Bobby. All right, Bobby.
Yeah.
What's the answer there, sir?
There
Is
is
it-
only one answer to that question.
What is the answer to that
It-
question?
My wife would haggle over anything.
That's what she said. You're right. Okay, at this point, Amanda and Frank have 200. So does Elaine and Bobby. Marcy and Bill are in the lead with $300 for the yellow section. Halftime, ladies, to the rear. The fellas will come on out here while we're changing places. We're going to break away for a message for you. Please come back, please. We've changed places. I have the fellas out here with me now, as you can no doubt see. And at this point, everybody's winning. Have a good, close game. And if you're in the rooting section that happens to be backing our top winning couple, guess what? We're going to give you an extra $1,000. Okay. All right. Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Not you, Bobby.
sir.
I wasn't talking to you, Bob. I was talking to Bill and
say
to
boys.
Frank. Boys? Girls, we're going to ask the fellas a question now. It's a story question, and you know what happens. They'll give us an answer. We'll take one answer from them, and we'll come to you with a clue in just a second, okay?
Okay.
See you in a minute. Bye. Fellas, ready to go?
Ready to go.
Bill, if you don't mind your hand upon the table, sir.
Yeah,
You're a little
come
too
on
close
now.
to the red button.
Yeah. I'm supposed to get 5 seconds head start.
John Wayne can do it on the tip of his holster there.
Oddly enough, the yellow section was saying, right on, Bill, go, baby, go. Okay, here we go, folks. First question, and this is it. A story involving a relative. You got there fast anyway, didn't you?
He's anticipating.
Wow. Tell us about it, will you, Bill?
Not only do the audience that is not my section hate me, but these two guys hate me.
Well, that's understandable. You were fast.
Come in.
Okay, my relatives.
What was that?
Come in.
Go ahead, Bill. Don't
You two
mind
guys-
him. No, it's fine.
You mixing a laugh track or
No,
something?
he was joking.
Oh, okay. Something inside really bubbles up.
Yeah.
I had kids.
You
Yes,
had kids?
I have kids.
Oh, I thought you
But
said you hate
It was her
kids.
birthday, my youngest daughter's birthday. I had to take them to Disneyland.
Right.
At the same time, I had to appear at a very important party, an affiliates meeting at a thing. So I took a large bus and carried a troop of kids, my kids, to Disneyland, spent the day in Disneyland, took the bus, dropped them off, all the friends, all the kids off, drove with my wife to the Century Plaza Hotel, changed in the bus to a tuxedo and a long gown, walked out of the bus. A producer drove up, said, can I give you a lift to the front door? Stepped into his limousine, drove up to the front door, and...
Everything was terrific.
And everything was terrific.
Did you get this with the long gown bit he's wearing?
Yeah. I think, Frank, he meant that Marcy put on the gown.
No,
He
he's
put-
right.
You wore the
She
gown.
looked great in the tux.
All right. What we need is a one or two word clue now that Marcy's going to recognize. Story involving a relative.
I better say motorhome.
Motorhome.
That's one word. That's one word.
Is motorhome one word?
Oh, yeah. Motorhome is one word.
One word. Our producer just went, I don't know. What do I know?
He doesn't have one.
Okay. One
When
word.
you go to sell it, it's one word.
Yeah, right. Motorhome. Let's bring on the ladies. Shh, 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 shh. Ladies, we've asked the fellas a question, and after some length, we have a clue. Here's the question. A story involving a relative. Okay? Clue is motorhome. Marcy. Marcy, you were there first.
I think when we took the children to Disneyland and we had to change.
That's the one. You're absolutely right. Pokey Doke Gang, at this point, Amanda and Frank, Elaine and Bobby have $200. Marcy and Bill are in the lead for the yellow section with $400. We'll come back in just a moment with more of Tattletales after a message for you. Quickie now, and this is it. Okay, girls, this question is directed
girls.
to
Oh,
you.
them. Oh.
And each correct answer is worth $100, as you know. Girls, when a mistake is made, which of you is quicker to admit, I goofed? You or your husband? When a mistake is made, which of you is quicker to admit, I goofed? You or your husband? Think about that one, ladies. We'll come back for the answer. You know that. Bye. Frank, between you and Amanda, someone makes a mistake. Who usually admits it first?
How many do they have?
Yes.
Well, then there's no question about it. I admit it.
You admit you goofed already, huh? And that's what you think she'll say?
No question about it.
Okay, she'll say that you are quicker to admit that you goofed.
She's better.
All right, let's find out. Let's bring on Amanda. Amanda, who admits it
Yes,
first?
yes. He does.
That's what he said. You're right. Thank you, dear. You're right. Okay, Bill, what's Marcy going to say?
Marcia's going to say she does.
She admits it first? Oh, really? Why? You kind of hard-nosed? You don't like to admit that you made a mistake. Is
No,
that
well,
right?
you know how quickly I get my hand on the button?
Yeah.
That's how quickly I try and say I'm sorry, but she always beats me to it.
That's fast.
Fast.
Fast. Wow. Of course, officers don't readily admit mistakes, do they? I mean,
Captains don't make
Captain
mistakes.
Kirk is never wrong. I understand perfectly, sir. And with your permission, sir, may I call on Marcy now?
Please do.
Thank you, sir. Let's bring on Marcy now. Marcy, who is usually the quickest to admit that they goofed?
Well, I think it's pretty close, but I think I'm a little quicker.
That's what he said. Yeah. Yeah, almost the same dialogue. Is right.
He's real nice.
Almost in the same words. Captain Kirk never goofed, you know. Thank you, Marcy. Okay, Bobby, what's Elaine going to say?
Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, boy. I don't think she'll agree with me, but I think that I'd say I'm the first one to admit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Do I know?
Well, it's funny because...
I don't even know why I'm here.
I'm surprised. I know you pretty well.
I came
I'm
to tune the
surprised that you're
piano. I
saying
wound
that.
up on a television show. No. Did you
Okay.
think? No, I think I
You
would
admit
say
it
I
first.
am. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess at that.
Taking a guess.
Yeah, really.
Here he is, folks, taking a guess.
Sorry, gang, but that's what I think.
Let's bring on Elaine. Elaine, who says I goofed first when a mistake is made?
Well, I hope this doesn't make me a bad person, but Bobby does.
That's what he said. It was a good guess, and our time is up. And our winners are Marcy and Bill Shatner. Marcy and Bill, you have won $500, and we had $1,000 to that. And your rooting section will divide up $1,500. That's all. And we'll come back with more Tattletales in just a moment after this commercial message for you. Congratulations to our winners. Bill, by the way, you were the winners today. What can we look for you in?
Marcy and I will be in the 7-year itch at Center Theater Stage in Milwaukee for the month of June, the rest of June.
Oh, good. Well, we'll watch for you there. I hope you'll be watching for us, too, when Tattletales returns next time. Bert Conner saying so long, everybody.
One in this arena.